Hi everyone, welcome to Learning by Doing with Praveen Kandan. This is Praveen. In this Java array programming playlist, we will learn array programs from the scratch. This is Java array programming session number 14, advantages and disadvantages of using array concepts. If you are confident about learning, then like the video, subscribe the channel for more updates. Please click the bell icon and select all notification option. Don't choose personalized option. You may miss some session updates. Let's get started. So now you have learned what is the necessity of using array, what is in by array, how to declare, create and initialize. We have discussed some real-time example programs. Okay, everything is fine. At last, you should know which time you should use array, what's the advantage of using array and demerits of array, which time we should not use. All these things we'll discuss in a theoretical manner and parallelly we'll discuss in a hands-on manner also. Okay. So first, what's the advantage of array? Storing multiple values in a single variable. Am I right? With the same data type. An array allows you to store many values together using one variable instead of creating multiple variable. We already discussed need of array itself. So three variables, not an issue. Three subject marks means you can store it here. So 100 or 1,000, no issues. It's not required to type this much of variable, 100 variables. Instead of that, you just use the same name. What is that? Array reference variable name, same data type, under a say a single name, storing all the values. So multiple values are stored in a single variable. That is what we are telling array. So storing multiple elements, values into a single variable name, that is called as an array. The data type, what is that? Same data type. Collection of elements of same data type under a common name, that is called as an array. So it always starts with the index number 0. Okay. So 10 index is 0, 30 is 2. So one name, multiple values, clean and organized. This is one of the advantage. Easy loop processing. So simply use the a dot length property. So it will find out total number of element automatically. So one by one, you can traverse the elements. A of 0, A of 1, A of 2. We already discussed. Less code. Again, you are doing the process. So you use the for loop and then use the index. By the help of index, you can easily retrieve this values A of 0, A of 1, A of 2. So lesser code, no repetition. Again, we are not going to write the system.out learn. Easy to modify later. Also, I can have change the value A of 1 or A of 2. That is mutable. Example, teacher checking marks of all students one by one using list. Here the list is with the index number A of 0, A of 1, A of 2. Usually teacher or professor will check with the rest number. One is scored 20 or 10. So they will check the class after entering the marks. They will check. So rest number of one scored 90, rest number two scored 80. So these are right entry or not. They will cross check it. At the time it will be used. Fast access. Because of the index number, you can easily access it directly. So that is why the time complexity is big O of one constant time. No searching is required. A of 3 means you can directly take it. A of 4 means directly take it. So in this example itself, three elements are here. I like to take A of 1. I like to retrieve A of 1. Directly you can give A of 1. So no searching is required. Directly by the help of index number, you can take it. Real life example, finding a house using the door number. So then it's easy. Not by checking each and every house. Am I right? So check the door number. That's it. Using the door number, you can easily find out that a person. Memory efficient compared to the objects. Object stores generally data methods. In future playlist will discuss object oriented programming. Now just try to understand object stores data methods metadata. But arrays uses less memory because it stores only the data. Okay, not extra information and all. What are the methods? Only it will store the data. That's it. Real time examples, writing numbers on papers. Okay, that is what we are doing. One, two, three page numbers versus carrying a file with the folders and labels. Example, if you're using C disk, in that I'm using Java, in that I'm using YouTube, after that workout files. So that is not I'm not admitting because that is not coming under objects, the data, methods, metadata. But array just only stores the data. That's what I'm telling, like writing numbers on paper. That's it. I'm not carrying any file with folders and labels, what it is, what is it is. Okay. So drawbacks, this is the important thing. Fixed size. Once you declare the size, you can't change it. So A of 5 means So it will take only four spaces: a of 0, a of 1, a of 2, a of 3. Okay, so no more spaces. Size equal 5 means it will not add it one more thing. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is allowed. 0, 1, 2, 3. One more box is also allowed. Say a 4. A 5 is not allowed. That is what we are getting there. It is not a compile time error. This is a runtime error. Okay. So yeah, they're telling buying a 5 seat bus. Can't add one or more seats later because you are fixed one. Only 5 seats are available. The bus predefined. You can't able to modify it. That is what they're telling. Here, change one more box, please add it. This 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is allowed. Okay. Only same data type allowed. You can't able to add. Here I'm giving data type as integer. Hereafter you can't able to modify like Python programming, list and all. We can give the both homogeneous heterogeneous data type. Here only homogeneous data item is supported. That is same data type alone supported. Integer means integer value alone supported. Java, if I'm giving the string, error. Okay, valid one is it will store only the integer. So safe, type secured, only that type alone used, not flexible. You can't able to store apart from this integer data type. Real life example, milk box means only you can store milk, not water or oil. Okay, no built-in methods like other collections concepts or in a Python programming will use list, add or remove. These methods are not supported. You have to do it manually. Okay, but if you're using the array list concept in collections, future we will discuss. So at the time there is methods, add, remove, pop, everything is available. Real life example, a plain notebook that is about array, empty notebook versus a smart app with search and edit option like our mobile notes app itself. There will be option edit, undo. Okay, so this is an advanced one that is like a Java collections. But a plain notebook means you have to do it manually. It will not be supported. Add, remove, search. You have to search it. Insertion, deletion. These are the important thing interview perspective. You have to mention these points. What's the drawback of that? Means insertion deletion is very costly because the key question try to understand. Okay, if you are doing insertion operation, shifting happens before inserting the new element. Example, if you like to add, because the array stores in the elements in a continuous memory, am I right? So if you like to add 15 at index 1, here already the initial array is 10, 20, 30. I like to add 15 at 20 means what will happen means first of all the shifting elements done at right side. Okay, from right only last index only will happen. So 30 will move on to the third index, 20 will move on to the second index. Here on empty space is waiting. Okay, after this only empty space is created index 1. After this only what will happen means this 15 will be added here. So it takes more time. It takes more time. That is what they're telling. Insertion deletion is costly. It takes more time. The shifting happen before inserting or after. Many beginners will confuse. That's why I'm clearly telling. The shifting happen before or after? Before itself this shifting will happen or after it will happen means, okay, shifting will happen, okay, before inserting the new element. Okay, answer is shifting happens before inserting the new element because I have to delocate it. 30 should move on to the third index, 20 move on to second index, one should be the blank. This is the area I'm showing here. In this first index empty area, 15 is replaced. Before itself shifting operation will be performed. So important rule, shifting happens first, insertion happens next. Okay. Deletion also a quick view. So first, if I like to delete the index number 20 means, so 30 should become here. Am I right? So for that purpose, first give the blank to that area, shifts left. Okay, remove the element. First of all, here the completely insertion means first shifting happens first, insertion happens next. But here deletions happens first. Okay, remove the element, empty space there. That 30 move on to the which area, that blank. Okay, what is that? First index. Already 30 is the second index, now it will move on to the first index. So the time complexity is big OFN. Why you are telling insertion deletion is difficult means big OFN. So number of elements in the array. Worst case scenario, assume that insert at index 0. What will happen? Insert at index 0 means first operation 30 will move on to right, 20 will move on to right, 15 move on to right, 10 will move on to right. So this much of time will take it. That is what we are telling. How many elements are here? That much of time also possible. That is what we are telling big O of n. Okay, number of in the element array because Even in the first attempt also we can get able to add the element at a simple attempt means at last means easy, no more shifting. In case worst case, if it is at the first index itself, I like to add it 50 is the, okay, assume that insert at index 0, okay, at 0 I would like to add it, then what will happen, 50 will move on to right, 40 will move on to right, 30 will move on to right, 10 to 10, and then I can add the element at 0 zeroth index 5. So n shift is required. That is what telling 5 elements means 5 shifts also required maximum. Okay, shifting element one by one. So that is what we are telling big O of n. So in arrays, insertion, deletion are costly because elements must be shifted to maintain continuous memory, resulting in big O n of time. Many of them confuse why we are giving big O of n means 5 elements means maybe 5 elements also shifted at one time. Okay, we can give the guarantee. Best case is at last element means it's easy, no more shifting, we can directly add it. But worst case it may differs. Deletion also the same scenarios. Okay, at last element you can easily delete it. In case if the first element, what you'll do, so first you'll put the blank here, okay, where you have to delete first element. After that, okay, what will do, shift left, 20 will be shifted here, 30 will be shifted here, so like that it will continue. Okay, I hope clear this explanation, advantages and disadvantages of using array. If you found the session useful, then like the video, subscribe the channel for more update, and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching.